welcome to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling.
I'll tell you what, we're going to have a cheesy day
We
because
are.
June is Dairy Month in Wisconsin and all around the Midwest as far as we're concerned and the United States. So welcome to Mad Dog and Midwest Grilling. We'll be right back with June Dairy Month.
Aha, I'm ready, man.
Yes, sir. Me too.
Pit Boss Grills presents Mad Dog and Merrill Midwest Grillin'. Brought to you by Pit Boss Grills, Griddles and Accessories, Louisiana Grills and Smokers, Healthy Homegrown Wisconsin Potatoes, Sundrop Soda, Shooting Star Casinos, Ebert Grown, Rebeck's Cutlery, Awesome Shrimp and Seafood, the Wisconsin Agriculture Tourism Association, and by Lashbro Visual Communications.
Hey, welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling.
I'll tell you what, we told you we were going to have a cheesy sort of day today. Not that all Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling shows aren't cheesy.
Did you recognize that song?
What's
Ma, he's making eyes at me. She's awful nice to me.
Oh, very good.
Little cheesy though, Freddie, little cheesy.
Well, I'll tell you what, we are at Crave Brothers Farmstead Cheese out in the middle of beautiful Waterloo, Wisconsin.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you very much. And this is Roseanne Crave, and we appreciate you having us here today. You kind of organized the whole three other cheese companies, proud award-winning cheese companies from Wisconsin.
Yeah, I can't pick favorites, but they're all wonderful companies.
No, you know what? I can't ask you what's your favorite cheese, but I'm gonna.
Oh, man. If I wasn't picking one that Crave Brothers produces, it would be Sartori's Bella Vitano. Black pepper is my favorite.
Yeah. And our good friends at Henning's make that aged white cheddar with peppercorn.
Can't go wrong with cheddar.
No, you can't.
No,
We're
I
a good
love
age, that's for
peppers.
sure.
I love peppers. Anything with peppers.
Yeah.
Age does it.
Well, you're in luck, Merrill, because we're doing jalapeno poppers today.
right,
And
well,
Roseanne loves
okay.
jalapeno poppers. You folks love jalapeno poppers. Our first award-winning, and I must say award-winning, we've worked with Pine River Gourmet Cheese Spreads before, and you can go to pineriver.com. They're in Newton, Wisconsin. They've won more awards for cheese spreads in the world than anybody else.
That's right.
And it's just absolutely amazing. You know, you can name the international awards, the world awards, United States championships, U.S. state fair. It goes on. You know, their aged Asiago is one of my favorite cheese spreads that they have. When we worked with them before, they got the pepper jack, they got the chunky blue, the toasted onion.
Spicy beer.
Oh, spicy beer, exactly
Oh,
right,
that's
exactly
good.
right. Yep. See, beer's not one of my favorites when it comes to food for tasting. I know, for tasting, it's just not my thing. So what we chose to do with Pine River, they have some great new cheese spreads. And we do pickle poppers on the grill. Pickle poppers, like jalapeno poppers, go on the grill. We normally mummify them in bacon, stuff them with things like beautiful spicy pimento, but these are going to be served cold here today. Freddie, do you like pickles?
I love pickles.
And it's not spicy. It's just it's called a spicy pimento, but don't
There
be
you
worried
go,
about
Freddie.
it. Merrill, you
There
can
she
have
is,
one.
baby.
too.
All right, we're safe.
Yep.
We're safe, sir.
And so those are pickle poppers. You can have one if you'd like. Roseanne.
Of course.
Thank you. That's what it's all. That's what we're doing today. It's just kind of we're having like an hors d'oeuvre party with cheeses.
This is great.
I bet it's
It
phenomenal.
is. This is the best pickle popper I ever had.
And it's nice, cold, crispy. It's a pickle. We took a fresh pickle. All we simply do is slice off the sides. You hollowed out. I dampened it dry, or it was damp, so I patted it dry with paper toweling. We stuffed it with a cheese spread. Boom, bada bang. One of my favorite, maple bacon. Nice, sweet maple bacon is absolutely delicious. Now, I made you heard of ants on a log?
I have.
I did wood ticks on a stick. And here's a picture of wood ticks on a stick. I did that last night, but you know what? M&Ms on top, on celery sticks, get a little soft, and then the celery gets a little soft, and I had kind of like a little puddle this morning. So what we did, so to speak, and so what we did is we took Ritz crackers, I took the maple bacon, and what a great alternative for kids to get to eat some cheese. And that's what the idea was with that on a stick. Merrill, wipe your lips off too. And so we got Ritz crackers, we have cashews and raisins. You can use a trail mix of any sort on top of there, and I thought that would be great. Freddie, do you like maple and bacon?
Yeah, let's try
Help
it.
yourself. That's what this show's all about. It's hors d'oeuvre time in June. So Pine River is good friends of ours. They're 1963. They got like over 20 different flavors, and they make them in small batches. So that they have high quality and authenticity with each and every batch. And that's the main thing that they're talking about. And most of them are aged at least 9 months, I think, with their cheddar. Now, jalapeno poppers, we're gonna get to taste some
Lord
jalapeno
Coffee.
poppers. We'll grab a nice little Damascus nice from our good friends. We're gonna take kicking mango, and all we simply did is take a nice fresh jalapeno. We sliced off one of the sides. So tell us a little bit about the cheese business. You've been in it all your life, the assumption is,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's it like to win? How many different awards are there throughout the United States, and people enter all these international awards? There must be several of them each and every year.
Yeah, well, as a producer, there are numerous different contests that you can enter, from your local county fair to Wisconsin State Fair. Companies get a lot of recognition now if they do well at contests similar to the American Cheese Society, which is
American Cheese Society, yeah,
a great industry, both conference with seminars and then also a contest.
Sure.
Or, as you mentioned, the World Cheese Championship.
Right, exactly.
Wisconsin really does great there compared to
I bet it does.
other states or even
for
other
sure.
countries.
I mean, we're definitely known for cheese. There's no doubt about that. You know, it's great. It really
Now,
is.
do the you know the Milk Marketing Board in Wisconsin? Is it called the Milk Marketing Board?
So
Yes.
the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board is now called the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin.
That's what I thought I saw. Thank you very much. That's the website I saw. Thank you.
Really? Something me on that one.
Yeah. So is that a good website for people to go to look at all of Wisconsin cheeses?
Yeah, so wisconsincheese.com. There's all sorts of different recipes, company bios, links to different stores. Yeah,
Sure.
that's the hot spot for cheese.
Yep. Speaking of hot spots, we're going to leave Pine River Gourmet Cheese Spreads, and you can look them up at pineriver.com. By eating, all of us will eat a jalapeno popper. We're going to do 4 beautiful little segments today. The next one's, do you crave cheese?
Of course.
I like that cheese.
This fine young lady's last name is Crave, and she craves cheese, and so do we. We'll be right back with Mad
You
Dog
got
Girls
it.
Midwest Grilling right after this.
Boy, I love this
Look at
cheese.
that.
Hey, welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling.
I'll tell you what, June is Dairy Month, and we're having a great time here down on the farmstead. And that's where we're at Crave Brothers Farmstead Cheese. And it's crop to cows, cows to cheese, cheese to consumers.
Yeah,
That's the way
full
life
cycle.
should be, the whole cycle. That's the way life should be. And on the label it says something to do with energy and renewable.
Yeah, so actually on our packaging here, we have a little made with renewable energy logo. Because you can't see, but behind all these barns here, we actually have a pair of anaerobic methane digesters, where we take waste from the cheese plant, which is
Yep.
right,
Right
we can
across
see
the
it right
street, you
across
betcha.
from
Yep,
us.
Crave Brothers.
And also the manure from our cattle, and we produce methane, which we capture and use to power a generator,
Yeah.
which in turn produces electricity.
Interesting.
And it's great. 3rd generation, you're the 2nd generation. And you have all Holsteins, if I'm not mistaken. They get fed homegrown corn, alfalfa, and soybeans.
Yeah, we
Life is
actually
good.
just finished harvesting yesterday.
And today we're using 3 award-winning cheeses, and we're proud to do so. We have your mozzarella, which won awards.
Yeah, so we make various different sizes. Our Pearlini size here, right? It's
Yeah.
the size of a pearl. You can make a necklace if you really wanted to.
Get
This
my wife
is
one of those.
award-winning and the freshest fresh mozz you'll find.
And of course the mascarpone.
Yes.
The mascarpone is one of Lori's and my favorite, and it's a sweeter, made with rich cream, so sweeter than cream cheese. And we're gonna plop that baby right in the center of our platter, and this is one of our favorite recipes. Now Lori and I choose a little cherry preserve type of situation. But this I found at the grocery store. It's orange fig spread, and it's got to be just absolutely delicious. So that gets plopped on top
Oh, yeah.
and swirled around.
I can smell that down here. You
Isn't
can
that
take the cover
great?
off. Wow.
Yeah.
That does smell good.
I know. Well, we're promoting the cheese, not the not the figs. But so that gets spread with Ritz crackers. You can put anything and everything on top of that cream cheese. You can use it to make frostings. You can use it to make cheesecakes. There's just about nothing impossible you can't make with that except a good time.
Especially pastas or pizzas, different savory uses too.
And I thought of a great idea for those folks that maybe are gluten-free. They can take a fig and they can cut it in little sections, and they can plop that on top. And I'm gonna let you try that because my hands are clean. Freddie, would you like one?
Pass her on down. I'd love it.
Want it on a cracker or? A fig.
He looks like a fig guy.
You look like a fig guy. Here, I'll get
Here
it.
we go. All right, here we go.
Yep.
It's just a figure of my imagination.
From fig to cow. Meryl, you get one too, and then we gotta
All
keep
right,
moving
sounds
here.
good. All right,
So Roseanne's gonna make us a nice little. You have a with the. Hey, by the way, in front of Meryl here, absolutely delicious. Of course, we have our awesome shrimp. But your rope string cheese is string cheese that rolls out and actually pulls in strings. The real
What'd you
McCoy.
think?
The real deal.
The real deal, if you will. And so what we did is we cooked up some awesome shrimp. We paired a nice big chunk of that rope mozzarella. That goes with a cocktail sauce. That's one of the best hors d'oeuvres you'll ever have in your life. But let's get cooking on a little flatbread.
Well, obviously with fresh mozzarella, you can use things like tomato and pesto, or in this case, black olives, right, Freddie?
It's a Freddie special.
Oh, I heard it.
So we'll just use some of the pesto as a nice thin layer onto the flatbread. You can use flatbread, naan bread. You can make your own flatbread. But for today, nice and simple. And then you're going to sprinkle on your fresh mozz. Right, I'm a cheese girl, so
Sure.
we're going to load it up.
Absolutely, please.
All right.
So the great thing about fresh mozzarella when it comes in a cup and brine is that when it melts, it's going to keep that shape. So if
Right.
you want to make a pretty design, you can.
Yeah, a heart.
Oh.
You know, I've seen hearts, I've seen flower petals, all the different things. So we'll throw this on there.
And we'll put that on the pellet grill over here. Indirect method cooking, we'll cook it for maybe 15 minutes at the most.
Perfect.
Indirect method of cooking, we'll put those on there. So they can go to cravecheese.com, cravecheese.com to learn about these and all. And you have an online store there. All the stores that we're talking about, all the cheese companies today are all national cheese companies as a rule. And you go online and find store finders, or some of them also will ship directly to you.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about Gouda.
Ooh, good.
Oh, and our good friend Marique,
Marique.
and we'll tell you all about Marique. But for now, we cravecheese.com. We'll be right back with more Mad Dog and Meryl's Midwest Grilling right after this.
Hey, welcome back to Mad Dog and Meryl's Midwest Grilling.
June is dairy month, and we are all show along having our good friend Roseanne Barr. I was going to say, no, thank you, please. Boy, I can't stand that woman. I'm sorry if you're watching.
Oh, we're going to get the mail now.
Oh, the Kurt brothers had a farm in the
MariqueGouda.com. MariqueGouda.com. And it's spelled M-A-R-I-E-K-E. What a wonderful woman. What a unique woman. She's from Holland. She started a cheese factory a few years back up in by Thorpe, Wisconsin, right off from Highway 29. And it's not just a cheese factory, but it's a farm, it's a cafe, and it's like a nice store for souvenirs and for gifts and stuff like that, a gift store. And it's a great place. And she's a wonderful woman. She went back to Holland to learn the correct way to make Gouda. And that's all she. How do you pronounce it in Holland?
Gouda.
Gouda.
Gouda?
Gouda.
Gouda.
And I love Gouda. I really do, because it comes in all different types of flavors, and she has some award winning. She has 208 awards and counting. And that's just absolutely amazing. And I say she, and she's actually a master cheesemaker, and there's very few in Wisconsin. My understanding, correct? Master cheesemakers.
I'm not sure if she's a master. Woman cheesemaker.
Woman cheesemaker. Oh, okay. Thank you. A woman who makes cheese.
That would be her.
So on the grill right in front of us right here, we have 3 of her award-winning cheese Goudas. We have a honey clove, we have a smoked cumin, and we have a young 2 to 4 month aged plain, just original Gouda. And this is what you use with mac. You can use any of them, but use the young mac and cheese, because the young Gouda, because it has moisture.
Yes.
And it melts a lot easier. So on the grill right now, we have noodles and we have bacon. Those are cooking on the grill right now. And I made a concoction with oil, cream, flour, and our garlic pepper blend. And I'm just going to add a little bit of that on top of there to give it some moisture. And you'll see in a minute what we're going to do. And now we have about 3 blocks of those beautiful. I hated to grate up each and every one of them, but it's going to be Gouda. And we're going to put the beautiful Gouda cheese over the top. And we're just gonna let that kind of blend together. And we'll see in about 5 minutes how that turns out. It's gonna be just absolutely delicious. It's not gonna take long. We have just a nice soft heat underneath those noodles. By the way, here's those
Beautiful, beautiful.
your Crave Brothers pizzas that we have with the mozzarella. That's delicious. Should we give a sample on that Gouda?
Let's do it.
Go ahead, dear. You do the honors. Oh, it's sharp. So that's the honey clove. And is it good to let cheese get warm before you taste it? I mean, room
Always
temperature.
eat room temperature.
Always eat room
Oh,
temperature.
okay.
And when it's 80 degrees outside, is that room temperature?
I mean, today we'll make it work.
Wise guy. Yeah, I
So
see
she
it.
has a super aged. She has a black mustard. She has a wine. She has a truffle. There's one
Trinity.
called Trinity that you love. That's your
That's
fave.
my favorite.
They have an onion, garlic, a hatch pepper. You have to go to marikegouda.com. marikegouda.com to learn more. So this is the honey clover.
You know, that cheese would taste great with a drink.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
The best.
Isn't that delish?
That's
What a
delicious.
wonderful flavor.
Melts in your mouth.
Melt in your mouth is right, man. That is just absolutely award-winning. Meryl's gonna make a quick drink
Quick
for this
drink
dairy
here,
month.
Freddie. I got some Canadian whiskey in here. I got about
All right.
close to a couple of shots on there. I've got some cream de coke. About a good ounce of that in there. So I got whiskey, I got cream de coke. And you know, I like root beer floats, but I couldn't bring the ice cream today.
Well, that's okay.
You know, it's a little warm out, so I figure what the heck. I got the root beer, Twigs root beer. That in there. I'm gonna top that over with some cream.
June is dairy month, a little cream.
Yeah, I
Never
got
heard of this.
This is how to celebrate Dairy Month, that's for sure.
Well,
know,
we're going
let's-
to take a little break while they take a break. Meryl, Freddie, would you like to go in the parlor and drink that?
You know, that's like something that they would drink in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Hey, welcome Baton Rouge, Louisiana, by the way. Mad Dog and Meryl's
right.
Midwest
There we
Crew. We'll
go,
be right
Freddie.
back after this.
Here we go. Welcome back to Mad Dog and Meryl's Midwest Grilling.
Well, I told you we were going to have a great show here today, and I'll tell you what, we have a Klondike Cheese Company next. Klondike Cheese Company, yeah, you were an employee for a while.
Yes.
And it's a great, it's 4 generations. Name the family?
Buchholzer.
Buchholzer, and they have the 2 different types of cheeses. They're actually Klondike's, the company name. And I bought an Odyssey before. Odyssey is Greek yogurts. They have a sour cream. They have the labneh, and a lot of great products like that. So that's Odyssey. All different flavors of yogurts I've bought.
Yes.
And that's here in Wisconsin, but they sell it all over the place. And all you have to do is look for the Odyssey name brand for that. This labneh is it's a creamy, it's a rich, it's a very soft cheese, and it's made to be decorated. And all we're simply going to do is take a little bit of that basil pesto, and we're going to spread that out evenly,
Right.
just to give it that little bit of extra flavor. This is their Mediterranean, and then they have another flavor? No,
So-
Mediterranean style.
Yeah.
And then what we're going to do with that is we're going to add a little bit of oregano, just for fun. A little bit of basil and thyme. This is thyme. And
Right,
the
because on
basil.
its own, it's pretty tangy.
On its own, it's pretty tangy. Now, Klondike's been in business since 1925. They got state-of-the-art equipment, that's for sure. And it's time-honored recipes that they go by 4 generations. It's in Monroe, Wisconsin. It's a great place. There's store finders on website. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the pita pocket bread. And all we're going to do is cut little triangles. So we could have added anything and everything to that. And I had so many different ideas, and that's what we ended up with today. But did we put any garlic on there? We don't need garlic. So Freddie,
Yes.
you're the guinea pig. That's the
Give it to
labneh.
Freddie, he'll eat it.
There's a little bit of garlic on the end of that. I'm gonna top it off with a little bit of tangy.
There you go. Looking good.
I bet it is looking good. Oh, and by the way, so they have the soft cheeses, and they're underneath the family name of
Buchholzer brothers.
Buchholzer Brothers. Buchholzer Brothers. They have the Munster and the Havarte, and that's what's on here. We took zucchini, we cut it into little squares, we browned it up on the grill. I cut up a little pocket into it, so we had a little pocket at the end that you can fill with just about anything. We added pizza sauce in there, the Havarte.
Havarti.
Havarti. We all have our own pronunciations. Yours is correct, Havarti. Over the top of that, it came out wonderful. Here is Merrill's favorite, my favorite,
I can't
everybody's
wait.
favorite. Cocktail rye, Munster, stone ground mustard, and a little bit of red onion. And you can't go wrong with that.
Thank
Merrill, you can
sir.
do the
I will
honors
take
on that.
I will.
Yum.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh,
Freddie,
true.
Freddie, you a Munster man?
I will be.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've had a great time here. What was the one thing I was supposed to mention? God darn it all.
Flavored cheeses.
Flavored cheeses. Oh yeah, flavored cheeses. When it comes to awards, you don't want a heavy flavored cheese. So everything we tasted is soft, it's mild. It's even if it's flavored, it's a mild flavoring, so you have to taste the cheeses. That's the award-winning part. Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling. Thanks for showing up here today. Bye-bye, folks. Have a great one.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is a production of Lashbro Visual Communications.